Introducing in the ring from Shediac, New Brunswick, weighing 258 pounds, Big Stephen Pettipaw.
Wait a minute, Joey. Old Beastie here has something to say.
I'd like to challenge. I want to challenge him for a championship match next week, okay? You tell him right now.
What was that?
He wants to challenge you to a championship match next week right here. The Beast. Wants to challenge you.
Well, Bulldog, there's some sort of...
And his opponent from New Orleans, weighing 222.5 pounds, the current international heavyweight champion, the Hustler Rip Rogers. And your referee for this match, Ron Gauguin.
What do you make of that challenge, that impromptu, spontaneous challenge, the Beast?
You know, the Beast is a wonderful man, they say. He's got a wonderful family. He's got a bunch of lovely kids. Why would he want to get in the ring with Rip Rogers? It could mean the end of his career. My goodness. He hasn't got too much smarts, has he, Garrett?
Well, I don't know about that, but I'd certainly like to see Rogers put up his belt against the Beast. And here's Rogers, who got this thing started before the bell even went. And now Pettipaw rolling out of the ring, going after Hustler Rip Rogers on the cement floor. Rogers getting pounded here in front of our interview table. Rogers still not fully undressed for this match. And here's Pettipaw now back into the ring with Rogers pleading for mercy.
Listen, you call out an all-Canadian boy fighting on the floor. Wouldn't give Rip Rogers a chance to get in the ring. But you like that, Garrett Maxwell, don't you?
Well, I'd say Rogers kind of provoked that situation.
But you know what? It won't do him any good whatsoever.
Rogers in against Big Stephen Pettipaw. The Hustler is still the international champion. He's been very slippery, very evasive when it comes to holding on to that belt. Rogers now backing his man up into the corner. And Rogers now lining him up. And a big clothesline. And down goes Big Stephen Pettipaw. You know, Rogers, I'll tell you one thing, gives away about 50 pounds.
You know, look at that. So many intelligent people. There's a guy who walks around here by the name of, what's his name?
Junior.
Junior. You know, they tell me that he was one of the toughest guys that ever walked the streets in the Maritimes. There now, he's one of the shut-ins that we have to say hello to every week. And I tell you the truth, he looks so stupid, it's pathetic. One of these times, he's going to fall upside down and fall out of that wheelchair.
Well, actually, there are some shut-ins that we'd like to say hello to.
Not me.
Particularly the kids over at the IWK Hospital in Halifax. We certainly hope you all get well soon and hope to see you out at the matches here at World Grand Prix Wrestling. Big Stephen Pettipaw in against Rip Rogers. Rogers not taking kindly to some of the comments of the fans at ringside. Also like to say hello to Big Mike Forrestel.
Who is that?
Man who owns the Irving Big Stop out at Lutz Mountain. He's an avid wrestling fan.
Is that where you get your free coffee, Garrett?
All kinds of wrestling fans all over the Maritimes tuning in. And
hey, you didn't answer my question. Is that where you get free breakfast and coffee? I know you don't open your wallet, so I know you go there for some reason. A lot like Emile Dupree.
Well, I'll tell you, it's gotten to the situation where you can't even say hello to someone without you climbing all over them.
Say hello to me.
I'm saying hello to our good friend, Mr. Forrestel, and you jump right in, insinuating all kinds of things. Here's Big Stephen Pettipaw. He's got Rogers up for a suplex, and down he goes.
Did you see him hang on to his tights? He had his tights at the back, and that referee, once again, I don't know what happened.
I don't know how Rogers was able to kick out of that, quite frankly, because Rip Rogers took a tremendous blow coming down from that height. Rogers, though, able to kick out, and now has taken command of the match once again.
I tell you, Rip Rogers has had this match from the opening bell, and I tell you, it's just a matter of time before he puts Mr. Big Stephen Pettipaw, Mr. Big Shot from Shadiac. They tell me sometimes he's a volunteer fireman. I wonder if he knows how to hold on to the hose.
Here's Pettipaw down on the shoulders, but able to kick out after a count of 2, of course. It requires a 3 count in professional wrestling. Rogers with a series of left hands. And now a right, and down goes Pettipaw.
Why don't he just give it up? He's just prolonging this match, I tell you. Rip Rogers is just beating him up, just using him for a dish rag.
Rogers coming down hard with the elbow, now looking to use the ropes for leverage, but referee Ron Gauguin was having none of that.
What do you think of Big Stephen Pettipaw?
I think he's a tremendous athlete. I think Big Stephen Pettipaw has always answered the bell, has always been there for his fans, has always represented his community very well. You know, Big Stephen's getting married in September.
Getting married? To who? Well, I'll tell you what, I like to see her. I could tell her a few things.
And here's Big Stephen Pettipaw now. Sunset flip, and over goes Rip Rogers, but Rogers able to kick out.
Can you imagine getting married to somebody like Stephen Pettipaw? Ooh. He probably beat her up the first night.
There's Pettipaw off the ropes, and he's met there by Rip Rogers. Neck breaker.
It's all over.
That's Rip Rogers and his DDT. Rogers applauding himself. Rogers should go in for the count now, for the cover.
Yes,
He's wasted valuable seconds, Bulldog.
Yes. Well, I tell you, I don't understand, Rip Rogers. It's too late now. I tell you what, he should have covered him right away, and he would have got the 3 count. That's a bad mental mistake on Rip's part. I'm surprised because he don't make mistakes like that.
Well, the champion was not too sharp on that occasion because he wasted, I figured, close to 10 seconds applauding himself. And here's now an abdominal stretch.
Oh, he's just playing games with Stephen Pettipaw.
And Rogers has got a hold of the tights. Referee Ron Gauguin in to check it out. And we've got all kinds of things happening here at ringside. And we've got security now rushing in as a fan tried to attack Bulldog Bob Brown.
See, you can't even sit here and do the commentating without somebody coming jumping on your back.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Fans should always remain in their seats when they're at professional wrestling matches and restrain themselves. I know.
Excuse me. They do. Only in the Maritimes they get away with that. In the United States of America, they would have been in jail.
We certainly are concerned here for everyone's safety. And now here's a small package attempt, and Rogers is able to kick out. There's Pettipaw with a big right hand. And now they're going round, and here's Pettipaw into a sleeper hold. Rogers has got the sleeper on Big Stephen Pettipaw. Pettipaw, though, is still standing. And into the turnbuckle goes the hustler, Rip Rogers. Pettipaw able to break out of the sleeper, and now a big knee lift. And that sends the champion flying. Hustler Rip Rogers begging and pleading for mercy. There's Pettipaw. Pettipaw and Rogers going at it here at the Cocan Arena. What a great match here on World Grand Prix Wrestling. And here's Rogers now going knee first into the turnbuckle. Pettipaw stomping away. It could be all over. Here's Pettipaw now into the figure 4 leg lock. There's no getting out of it. Here's Bulldog Bob Brown coming in to interfere. Brown has interfered. Here's Bulldog Bob Brown interfering. And here now is this Maritime Giant we've heard about. The Maritime Giant is in, going after Bulldog Brown. And Rip Rogers. What's that buck-tooth giant doing in there? He's about 7 foot.